Good morning students, welcome again here in this video tutorial. So beta, as you all of you know that we are discussing chapter number 19, our rights and duties. And this is your part 2. In part 1, I have explained about constitution. So what do you understand by constitution of a country? Yes, written rules according to which a country is run by the government. As you all of you know that the constitution was accepted on when? Yes, tell me. 26 January 1950. When? Yes, the constitution was accepted on 26 January 1950. We celebrate this as Republic Day. Yes. Which day we celebrate this day? Yes, Republic Day. And what do you understand by republic? Yes, a country ruled by elected leaders. Yes, ruled by whom? A country ruled by elected leaders rather than by a king or queen. And what about socialism? Principle of treating all the people in a country as equals. Yes, in our country, this is the principle of treating all the people in a country as equal. What about secular, where all religions are treated as equals? Now students, let's continue our part 2 with topic our fundamental rights. Which topic? Are fundamental rights. The Constitution of India gives its citizen certain fundamental rights. जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है वो इंडिया के सिटीजन्स को, एवरी पीपल्स को some fundamental rights भी देता है. If anyone feels that his or her fundamental rights have been denied, he or she can approach a court of law. अगर किसी पीपल को लगता है कि उनके फंडामेंटल राइट्स हैं जो क्या हो रहे हैं, डिनाइड हो रहे हैं, सो यू नो ही और शी यस कैन अप्रोच अ कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ. बेटा वो कोर्ट में भी इसके खिलाफ अप्रोच कर सकते हैं कि हमारे जो फंडामेंटल राइट्स हैं हमें वो प्रॉपर नहीं मिल रहे हैं, उनको डिनाइड किया जा रहा है. तो वो कहाँ अप्रोच कर सकते हैं? यस, ही और शी कैन अप्रोच ऑन अ court of law. Now students, just look at here. Some of the important rights are given here. Number 1, right to equality. Which right? Yes, right to equality. This is important beta about our fundamental rights. So some of the important rights are here. So the number 1 is right to equality. It means equality for all the citizens in our country. Yes, all the people should be treated equally. जितने भी लोग हैं सबको कैसे ट्रीट किया जाना चाहिए? इक्वल. सो नंबर 1 इज राइट टू इक्वालिटी. देन right to freedom of speech. Which right? Right to freedom of speech. We can speak freely without fear. Yes, we can speak freely. हम बिना डर के, बिना किसी फियर के फ्रीली बोल सकते हैं. It means free speech. Next one is right to follow any religion. Yes, we can follow any religion like Hinduism, Sikhism, Christianity, Muslim, any religion. Yes, any religion, just like Buddhism, any religion, Islam, Hinduism, Jainism, any religion we can follow. It's our right to follow any religion. It's up to us which religion we want to follow. Then the next one is right to justice. Which right? Yes, our fundamental right. The next one is right to justice. It means access to justice is a right for all. Yes, which thing? Access to justice is a right for all. Then the next one is right to live and travel anywhere in the country. Yes, in our country, in our India, we have right to live any place and we can travel anywhere. Yes, in our कंट्री, हम अपनी कंट्री के अंदर कहीं भी रह सकते हैं और कहीं भी ट्रैवल कर सकते हैं. इट मीन्स दिस इज योर राइट, बट to live and travel anywhere in the country in our India. Then the next one is right to choose our profession. Yes, it's up to us what we want to become. Either a policeman, doctor, then anything, it's up to us. ये हमारे ऊपर है बेटा कि हम अपना प्रोफेशन क्या चूज करते हैं. आर्किटेक्ट, then doctor, then nurse, it's up to you. This one is also important point beta. Right to free and compulsory education for all children. Yes, right to education, you can say that. Which right to free and compulsory. Yes, under according Right to Education Act, it is a fundamental right for all of children up to the age of 14 years. 14 साल यानी कि 14 years तक के चिल्ड्रन को फ्री एंड कंपल्सरी एजुकेशन. यस, all children. Under which act? Right to Education Act. Which thing? Right to free and compulsory education for all the children up to the age of 14. Which age? Age of 14. However, these rights are not absolute and the government may take certain measures like reserving jobs. Yes, reservation also in our country. So which thing? Like reserving jobs or seats in colleges for the background and poorer sections of society for their upliftment. It's just like OBC, scheduled caste, SC, then scheduled tribe, ST. So that's why government also reserving jobs or seats in the colleges. Yes, गवर्नमेंट जो है कुछ सीट्स रिजर्व करके रख सकी है जो आपकी बैकवर्ड क्लास हैं, यानी कि ओबीसी हो गए, आपके शेड्यूल कास्ट एससी हो गए, देन शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब्स हो गए, एसटी हो गए. तो इनके लिए गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ सीट्स भी रिजर्व कर रखी है वेयर जॉब्स में और कॉलेजेस में. Now student, let's come here. Our next topic is our duties. As you all of you know that government also providing our many facilities. हमें government काफ़ी facilities provide कर रही है. Even we have fundamental rights also. So what about us regarding our country? So duties always come along with rights. Which things always come along with rights? Duties also come along with rights. So it's our duty. So some of our important duties as citizens of India are here. Yes, we have some important duties also to as being a citizens of India. Number one duty is we must follow the rules laid down by the Constitution. हमें क्या जो हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन दिए हैं वो हमें वी हैव टू मस्ट फॉलो. सो द नंबर वन इज वी मस्ट फॉलो द रूल्स लेड डाउन बाय व्हाट? laid down by the Constitution. Then the next one is we must honor the national flag and national anthem. Regarding our national flag and national anthem, we must honor them, both of them. हमें उन दोनों का सम्मान करना चाहिए. Which thing? National flag and national anthem. We must help to keep our country united. This is the next one. Our duties regarding as a, you can say that citizens of India, we must help to keep our country united. United हमें as a citizen रहना चाहिए. लड़ाई and all नहीं, fighting and all religious के नाम पे, religions के नाम पे हमें ये सब नहीं करना चाहिए. We must defend our country at the time of danger. Yes, which time we have to defend our country? At the time of danger. Yes, you can say that at the time of any danger we must defend our country. As a being a citizen of India, we must protect our national property. जो हमारी national property है हमें उस property को भी protect करके रखना चाहिए. And all of you know that our environment is how much important for us. So this one is also our duties to protect our environment. To protect which thing? Yes, we must protect our environment. We must treat India as equal. Yes, we must treat all Indians as इक्वल, यानी कि भेदभाव हमें आपस में नहीं करना चाहिए रिलीजन के नाम पे या अपर कास्ट लोअर कास्ट में. हमें बिल्कुल अनइक्वालिटी नहीं लानी चाहिए. हमें बिल्कुल इक्वल ट्रीट करना चाहिए, एक साथ रहना चाहिए. This is important, beta. Some important facts also, some of the other forms of government. Uh, we are studying in this chapter regarding our country, India. But what about other countries? So, did you know some of other forms of government are monarchy? The number one is monarchy. The state is ruled by a king or queen, not like our country. जिस तरह हमारी कंट्री में सिटीजन्स पीपल अपने लीडर्स को इलेक्ट करते हैं वोट देके, और अलग कंट्री में भी क्या होता है, वो स्टेट जहां रूल किया जाए किंग और किंग क्वीन से, देन द मोनार्की इज हेरिडेटरी. ये कैसा होता है? हेरिडेटरी. वन वर्ड्स ओवरकम हियर. व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय हेरिडेटरी? हेरिडेटरी मींस समथिंग दैट इज पास्ड ऑन फ्रॉम पेरेंट टू चाइल्ड. कोई भी ऐसी चीज जो पहले ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स पे थी, देन पेरेंट्स पे आई, देन ग्रैंडसन पे आई, यानी कि वो चीज एक के बाद दूसरे पे क्या हो रही है? पास हो रही है. यस, समथिंग दैट इज पास्ड ऑन फ्रॉम पेरेंट टू चाइल्ड. दैट इज व्हेन द मोनार्क डाइज, हिज और हर चाइल्ड बिकम्स द न्यू रूलर. मान लीजिए कंट्री में किंग और क्वीन थे, ठीक है, उसके बाद क्या हुआ? जब उनकी डेथ हो गई तो नेक्स्ट किंग और क्वीन कौन होगा? जो सिर्फ उनके ही चाइल्ड होंगे, ठीक है, हिज और हर चाइल्ड बिकम्स द न्यू रूलर. One kind of government, the next one is dictatorship. Which one? Dictatorship. The state is ruled by a single leader who has absolute power. पूरा स्टेट जो है, पूरी जो वो है, क्या होता है? एक सिंगल लीडर के द्वारा रूल किया जाता है. He or she often misuse the power to oppress the people. The rule here is not hereditary. यहाँ hereditary का रूल नहीं होता, वो अपनी पावर का भी मिसयूज कर सकता है. One form of or you can say that one type of government is all communism. Which one? Communism. All property is owned by the government. Yes, regarding all property owned by whom? Owned by the government. The state provides its people with healthcare, एजुकेशन एंड वेलफेयर. ओके, जो स्टेट के साथ प्रोवाइड पीपल को क्या क्या कर सकते हैं? हेल्थ केयर, उनकी हेल्थ के रिगार्डिंग एजुकेशन एंड वेलफेयर. ऑल पीपल आर सीन इक्वल बाय दिस गवर्नमेंट. दिस इज ऑल्सो, yes, all people are seen as equal by this government. Now student, let's come here. Our next topic is directive principles. Directive principles of state policy. What do you understand by directive principles of state policy? So our constitution, जो हमारा constitution है, it lays down certain guidelines for the government to follow. हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने सर्टेन गाइडलाइंस बनाई है, ठीक है. बट आर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन लेज डाउन सर्टेन गाइडलाइंस फॉर द गवर्नमेंट टू फॉलो, ताकि उन गाइडलाइंस को कौन फॉलो करे? गवर्नमेंट फॉलो करे for the welfare of the people. So what do you understand by directive principles of state policy? Yes, our constitution lays down certain guidelines for the government to follow for the welfare of the people. Or you can say that कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन गाइड द गवर्नमेंट. इसमें कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन किसे गाइड कर रहा है? गवर्नमेंट को गाइड कर रहा है टू वर्क फॉर द वेलफेयर ऑफ द पीपल. सो just look at here beta, some important guidelines are given here. Okay, providing proper living condition for all citizens. Yes, it's government responsibility. Whose responsibility? Yes, it's government responsibility to provide proper living condition for all the citizens in our country. हमारी कंट्री के जितने भी सिटीजन्स हैं उनके लिए प्रॉपर लिविंग कंडीशंस प्रोवाइड किए जाए. ये किसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है? ये गवर्नमेंट की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. और ये किस में गाइडलाइंस है आपकी लिखी हुई है? डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल्स में. Then the next one is providing work for everyone. अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट ना रहे. विच थिंग? अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, इट मीन्स बेरोजगारी, बेरोजगारी ना रहे. और प्रोवाइडिंग वर्क फॉर एवरीवन, इट्स गवर्नमेंट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू प्रोवाइड वर्क फॉर एवरीवन अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर क्वालिफिकेशन. जो उनकी क्वालिफिकेशन है उसके अकॉर्डिंग प्रोवाइड करे गवर्नमेंट क्या? वर्क. Then the next important guideline is ensuring that some people do not become rich by exploiting others. Yes, this one, yes. एंश्योर, गवर्नमेंट एंश्योर करे कि कोई भी पीपल रिच ना हो एक जो पुअर है उसको एक्सप्लॉइट करके. सो it's government responsibility to ensure that the some people do not become rich by exploiting others. Then improving the conditions of weaker sections of society. Some weaker sections also living here in our society. So improving the conditions of which sections? Yes, weaker sections of society such as those belonging to scheduled caste. जो किससे belong करते हैं? As you all of you know that belonging to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, यानी कि SC and ST. So improving what? Improving the living condition of which sections of our society? Yes, weaker sections of society such as those belonging, जो किससे belong करते हैं? Scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को प्रोवाइड करना चाहिए हेल्थ केयर एंड एजुकेशन. सो आई नो नाउ, okay, I know now. Our constitution is a set of rules based on which our government runs. Okay, India is a democratic, socialist and secular country. The constitution gives all citizens certain fundamental rights and also lays down the duties of the citizen. The directive principles laid down in the constitution guide the government to work for the welfare of the people. So these things I now know. Which one? So these things I know now. So for today, that's it, beta. Then your chapter is now finished. Thank you, all of you. Have a nice day ahead.